Hey guys, so today I wanted to make a video all about just being content. And when people hear content, I don't think they know what that means. So I'll explain it to you right now. Being content is about being calm. A lot of people they have this lie in their head that they need to be happy in order to enjoy their life. But that's not true. It's not the case at all. What you really need to be happy, we don't need to be happy at all, honestly. The reason why is because happiness is just a temporary emotion. People are not happy 24/7. That's not possible whatsoever. People are not mad 24/7. People are not, whether you want to believe it or not, sad 24/7. Even yourself. There are moments in time, I'm sure. Even if it's for a split second, you're just bored. You know? Emotions are temporary. And so, sorry, my Zoom meeting just ended at college and stuff like that. But yeah, and so, you may think, okay, how can I gain being content? How can I gain being in peace? How can I beat this feeling in my mind that, you might be going through depression, or even then you might just be feeling lonely in general. So, I'll tell you how to achieve that. So, the first step when it comes to being content, and again, being content, it's about being in peace. People who are in peace, they're calm. They're not ruled by emotions. Those people, they're in the moment. They see things through a clear lens. If you go off on somebody who's content, they're not gonna fight you. They're gonna be able to calmly assess the situation no matter what. And that's the kind of person you want to be. People who are ruled by emotions. I'm not saying emotions are bad. I'm just saying that people who are ruled by emotions are they're vulnerable to manipulation. Because emotions like anger and stuff like that, these things can make you do things that you never think you do. Like, for example, have you guys ever been angry before and you kind of fucked up because of it? Some people, when they're angry, they fight. And, it's just a feeling that just they feel like they just can't control. And they end up getting into deep shit because of it. If it's like, here's a good example. Getting in a fight with your mom or your dad. At least for my mom, she kind of picks at emotional points to try to get a reaction out of you, or get you emotional and get you up angry and upset. There's some people maybe in a relationship, they know your points. They know your pain points. They know what makes you upset, and they do that subconsciously to kind of control the narrative or the situation. If you are just reacting to what people are saying emotionally, you're not in control. And those people can manipulate you into whatever. But if you're in like an argument with your parent, or, your significant other, and you're calm and content, you can, honestly, you can just call that shit out. You can say, hey, you're gaslighting me. Hey, you're doing this and that. And it'll catch that person off guard. Not only that, but if you're calm and content, you can think clearly. That's another thing when it comes to emotions. You can't think clearly. That's why you end up doing dumb shit. Because you're not thinking when you're emotional. And so, calm and content in an argument, the main reason people don't end up in bullshit is because they're thinking clearly. They're thinking, what's the best way to get out of this situation? Somebody's yelling at me, angry. I could walk away, but then they go after me and try to fight me. I could just be quiet, but then they get angrier. You gotta come up with solutions. That's another thing about being calm and content. When you're calm, you'll become a problem solver easily. And being calm and content, it's not gonna happen overnight. All right, it takes a lot of practice. One I would say the best practice to achieving being content and calm is by getting a job and working at a fast food place. All right, that's the number one best place where people test you. They test, they test your patience all the time. I work at fast food. So, well, I'm not gonna say where I work at, but work at fast food, and yeah, I would say at least 5 times a week there's always one annoying customer that gets on your nerves that you want to fight. But, and again, if you're easily controlled by emotions, you're gonna lose. But over time, once you get used to it, I would say give it a cool 6 months. Again, you gotta be in that mindset. You gotta be in the moment, present in the moment, and realizing this is practice. Don't get emotional. Focus, 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 stuff like that. Do that for 6 months straight. Yeah, it says 6 months. It's gonna take a while, and if you're not willing to, if this is all about loving yourself at the end of the day. If you don't love yourself enough to get through 6 months, because again, this isn't just like some little tip or whatever. This is a skill you need to learn eventually. It's going to happen. And if it doesn't happen, you're going to be fucked. You don't want to be fucked. So yeah, another thing to talk about. Oh yeah, another way to be content. Read books. There's gonna be some books I'm gonna put in the description that'll help you guys out with learning how to be content. And this number one book, people who know me, they already know a book that I recommended to them before, is How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. That book is all about conquering fears and whatever anxieties and depressions you're going through. It'll I don't want to say it will eliminate that, but it's gonna get you to a mindset of I'm in control of my life, which you are. Nobody can control you do anything, including myself. Nobody. Your teachers, your mom, etc. You may feel that way, but it's only because of the consequences. Yeah, think about it that way. Which really builds accountability. Accountability. You go to school, but you choose to get up. Like, you hear that alarm clock, you choose to say, all right, I'm going to school. You could just stay in bed. Your parents could be angry at you. But again, your choice is that because your parents are going to be angry at you, you get up. But your other choice is, I'm going to stay in bed and my parents are just going to be angry at me. And you might hear that and be like, well, I don't really have a choice. You do. You just got to know whether or not to accept the consequences or not. I'll use an extreme example. Murder is illegal, right? But you can choose to kill anyone. I don't know if it's successfully, I don't know how buff y'all are or if you got a gun or not, but you can choose to harm anybody you want. Anybody. Whether it's like a pinch or something extreme like a pow or a poke. You can choose that. You can choose to ruin your life in a single day. You can also choose to make your life better. And one way to do that is just, again, this really has all to do with being content. Because if you're content, you can think ahead. This also goes to my procrastination video. If you learn how to think ahead, you'll be smooth for life. Alright, so when you think ahead, it's simple shit like cleaning your room so your parents don't bitch at you in the future, or finishing your homework early or on time so you don't gotta have stress. You have to guarantee that you're gonna have a good day, because again, you control your life, so you control if you have a good day. All right, if kids are picking on you, stuff like that, you control, honestly, whether or not that bothers you. Alright? It's really all about the mindset. If it does bother you, you better speak up for yourself. Don't be a coward. Go to the teacher. Speak up for yourself. If nobody's going to speak up for you, you have to. I've never really heard of many people getting rid of these bullies just by fighting them. For me, I used to go through bullying and shit. Some people will call it snitching, but you just gotta look out for yourself, alright? Fuck these fake ass rules that society has laid out. Because at the end of the day, these rules are only here for, I don't want to say bad people, but it's just an upside down world. The older you get, the more you realize that what's good is bad and what's bad is good. People view snitching as bad, and they view you just suffering and taking the shit as good. You know, we there's fucked up morals being promoted, and you decide if you want to fall victim to that kind of stuff. Right? So again, you decide if you have a good day. You decide, again, it's all decisions. Even if it'll piss other people off, even if you'll receive consequences for it, it's still your choice. So let me think. I would say the last thing to achieving being content is, again, another book called The Book of Now. This Book of Now, not only does it teach you about, low key, it teaches you about meditation, but it also teaches you how to be present. And what I mean about being present is that it's kind of like a reality check, but constantly. Like right now, you're probably sitting in a room watching a YouTube video. A kid, you ain't got no money to your name. You ain't really got anything to your name, stuff like that. You gotta look at yourself through a reality lens, because some people are just in their own worlds. And if you're in your own world, you could develop a superiority complex. It's hard for you to see things as it is. You may think that somebody's talking shit about you when you're in your head through emotions. But when you're content, you'll be able to live in the moment in reality and realize nobody's worried about me. Nobody really cares, honestly. Like, the people in high school that are picking on you, those people are losers, because you got all this bullshit going on. You got relationships, you got homework, school, college to worry about, stuff like that, and you want to pick on me? It's just lame shit. So yeah, man. I would say that's all I would have to say so far about being content, which again means being at peace. Alright? Being happy. Nobody's happy 24/7. That's not real. Alright? The thing you want to achieve in life is not happiness. The thing you want to achieve in life is being content. It's being at peace. Alright? Being at peace. Oh yeah, you know what? I did forget about this. Last thing about being at peace. You're never going to be at peace with yourself if you're not comfortable with yourself. So if you are going through disabilities, if you're ugly, fat, etc., overweight, you just gotta accept it. You gotta accept the fact of you are who you are, and that's okay. It is what it is. That's the type of stuff you gotta deal with. It is what it is. It's like, look at your mother that you may possibly love. Some people, they don't have. Just think of a person that you love, honestly. I was about to say a wife. A significant other, sibling, younger sibling, parent, anybody that's really important to you. If you don't have anybody important to you, then well, you got yourself. So again, you're gonna love that person basically no matter what. No matter if they lose an arm, no matter if they're broken, homeless, etc. You're gonna always love that person. That's how you should view yourself. All right. And the way to achieve that is by looking at your strengths. You got to figure out what you're good at, but also figure out your weaknesses, but figure out how to fix those weaknesses. But still, you got to be comfortable with yourself. Not a lot of people are. I don't even want to say a cool 80%, because that's just social media. I would say about a cool, fuck, man. It's hard for me to give an estimate, honestly, because social media really it really magnifies smaller issues into making you think that everybody's depressed. Basically, they make you think everybody's depressed. They make you think everybody is just sad. Nobody knows what they want to do with their life. no plans, and that's a bad thing. It's a bad example for many young people. It kind of makes it feel discouraging, and it kind of makes them feel like it kind of gives a poor example of making them think like this is what life is supposed to be. It's just supposed to be a sad, meaningless life, when that's really not the case at all. There are so many good things you can do in this world, but social media and stuff like that, they constantly have you focusing on the bad, and they do that for a reason. These people, they want you to be depressed. They want you to be sad. They don't want you to love yourself. That's why they have all these hashtag relatable bullshit going on. It's never positive. It's always just haha, I hate myself. Same in the music, just depression shit. Again, that also relates into being content. You gotta change your surroundings, what's around you. All right, if your surrounding is just sad shit, but like, get a piece of paper and draw a flower on that fucking wall or something. Like, practice smiling. Practice smiling. Get some positivity around you. Play some Fall Out Boy. Play some happy music. All right. Music, as we already know, is very influential on a lot of young people's lives. So if you know that, again, if you know these strengths, that music is very impactful in your life, then you can control that. You can control who you listen to. If that music has anything to do with how you feel throughout the day, then guarantee that it's good music so that you can feel good throughout the day. All right? At the end of the day, you are in control. Even if you are chained up in a basement, you decide if you still live or die. You could hold your breath and just die right there. But you don't, because you want to live. You could attack that guy every single time, but you don't, because then he'll hurt you back. It's still a choice, right? And it would make you at first feel sad, but over time it's gonna make you feel good, because it's gonna make you realize that no matter what happens, nobody can really do shit to you. Nobody can do shit to you. Even those people that bully you, you can punch them in the face, right? If you truly wanted to. It's all a choice. Again, it's just consequences that's really in people's way. It's like, folks are kind of brainwashed when it comes to these whole consequences. Not saying that you shouldn't be wary of them, but these consequences, it's a false barrier, honestly, because you don't know what's going to happen. It's only an assumption. You could punch that guy and he probably might not say shit about it because he don't want to be embarrassed, So yeah. Let me know what you guys think about what I've been saying down below, though. I really want to hear how you guys view your life right now. Are you guys content? Are you guys going through depression? Are you guys happy? If you're quote unquote happy, if you feel like quote unquote happiness 24/7 can be achievable, explain down below. Explain why you think I'm wrong. I want y'all to fight me. I want y'all to fight me in these comments. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.